Yo, what's going on, guys? We are back today for war number 7 for season 47, and For Loki has been having a legendary season so far. So take a look at this. It's all green in our history, man. 7th war of the season, and we have not lost yet after winning every off-season war too. This is a first in For Loki history, man. This has never happened before. So jumping into this war here, our team is going to be Onslaught, the best, mutant 6-star champion, Scorpion, the best science 6-star champion, and then Baron Zemo. Great champ. Karate Mike's favorite. And Zemo's actually really been growing on me. He really has. So we're going to go ahead and boost up a bit. And then we're going to jump over to path number 7 in section 1. And up first here we have a Hulk. So it's just a rank 2 Hulk. And the nodes here, I really was not worried about them at all. There's only one thing to worry about in this fight, and that is when Hulk reaches 15 Furies, because that triggers his Gamma mode, and he goes passively unstoppable. So my plan is to just throw a special attack, special 2 specifically, when that would happen, so that, he's rooted. Because if Hulk's rooted, even if he's unstoppable, he can't just dash at me and start comboing, he's stuck in that root. He can't go anywhere. So here we're up to 12, 13, 14, 15, boom, there we go, trigger that. Now he's rooted even through the block. And then here what actually happens is enough of his physical vulnerability debuffs root him again. I didn't realize that though. So here I back off, try to base special. I'm like, wait, bro is still rooted. What? So yeah, just go in, do a couple more hits, throw another special 1. We got 30 bleeds going right now. And yeah, a little parry, a hit, he's dead. So Zemo absolutely destroyed that first fight. Zemo has really honestly been growing on me. I'm really debating ascending him. I don't know, I might. But here next up we have a Werewolf by Night, the doggo. So I was trying to figure out, which pre-fight should I use, and so I'm going to end up going with Shock, because Werewolf by Night is actually reduces poison duration by 90%. And he applies ruptures, even through the block. So Shock, if I go Shock, I don't have to worry about his poison resistance, and I still am fully immune to rupture, so I won't have to worry about that. So Shock is definitely the way to go if you're fighting Werewolf by Night with Scorpion. It's a safe pre-fight, and just like this, the Werewolf by Night, what makes him the best defensive part of his kit is actually nothing to do with his kit. It's actually his AI. Which it does have something to do with his kit, and that's just his howl. His howl is just supposed to, let him gain power, and then if he howls above certain bars of power, he'll be unblockable or unstoppable too. But what just the howling itself does, and just the presence of the howl, is it makes the AI act differently. So it just makes the AI kind of wonky and difficult to predict. That's what can really make this guy a challenging fight. But yeah, just got to be careful and play around it, and we're fine. So we're able to lock in 10 of our shocks. Here we're just going to keep comboing into a relic, keep comboing, and he's dead. And I guess Ace is coming up to join us for another video, aren't you, big guy? Alrighty. So yeah, that was section 1, no problem, super easy. And then we move into section 2, and things get a little bit trickier. We have a Weapon X and a Killmonger. We're going to be using Onslaught for both of these fellows. So this is a 565 Ascended Wolverine Weapon Flex. And so here I think I was debating, should I throw on a 3-minute boost? I ended up throwing on an indestructible boost, just because this guy's going to be basically unblockable for majority of the fight. And our next fight, Killmonger, I was just kind of warned to just be careful about his power gain. So I was like, alright, if I use Involve Boost, then I should be pretty safe here. And, next fight, worst case scenario, we push him to special 3, we should be alright there too. So that was the thought process behind the invulnerability boost. So here, we go ahead, beta special, he enters berserk mode. Then we just beta heavy attack there, punish that, wait a little bit longer because it's passive unstoppable. Has a little bit of a longer duration. But yeah, we're able to go ahead, lock in our effects. Boom, drop this. 20 degens cooking, and then what we're going to do here is just intercept with the striker. That gives us a free heavy opening to get the long duration pause. Locked in 20 degens, get back to a special 1, pop that. Ascended Weapon Flex, he's gone in under a minute. coming out of that fight with full health. So that literally could not have went any better. Absolutely crushed that fight. Feeling real good. This next fight's not going to be quite as clean though. This one is definitely harder as well because it has one-eyed open, which basically just means, you know, if we attack Killmonger here while he's stunned, any damage that we do is just going to be auto-reflected back to us. So parrying is bad. I did start the fight with a parry. That was just to get a daunted debuff active. And here I'm trying to bait a special, and he would not throw it. I literally let my block down because I thought he would throw it for sure. Killmonger is like, if you just like open up your guard and like create enough distance between them, I find that he like always throws a special 2. So I was really surprised that he didn't throw a special 2 there and he just comboed me. A little bit unfortunate, but it's all good. Here we're cornered. He's at 2 bars, and here I eat a fat heavy. But luckily he throws his special afterwards. I can't evade his heavy attack against the wall. And then here I probably just should have thrown a heavy, but instead I decided to throw the striker and then go for a heavy. But by that time all of our degen had fallen off. So yeah, that's unfortunate, but it's okay. We just bait his special 2, heavy counter into our special 2. And yeah, we go, all of a sudden we go from no degens to 9 to 11 to 13, and then he's dead. So, you know, not the cleanest of fights, but we got it done. We recovered. It's okay. So here I'm just trying to figure out, you know, where I need to teleport to. Make sure, you know, I don't want to teleport to the wrong place. We're going to be fighting Zemo, Doctor Doom, and then Kindred. We got a mini boss on all 3 of these little islands. So up first here we have a Zemo. So this is a 565 Ascended Baron Zemo, and we're going to be going for some more Onslaught here. And so, you know, originally when I was looking at this path, I wasn't that worried about this fight. Like this fight didn't really stand out too much, just like based on the defender and the nodes and like my attacker. You know, I didn't think there'd be really any big issues, but something comes into play here that has nothing to do with the defender, with my attacker, or with the nodes. An unforeseen side effect of this fight, and it made things extremely sketchy. So the nodes here are ebb and flow knockdown, but when you knock them down, they go debuff immune with right back at it. And then there's also aggression prowess. So, you know, for every couple of seconds, he's just going to start gaining prowess. The other thing is that every time Zemo throws a special 1, he applies a disorient passive on us. And that really does start to add up. And Zemo can also crit through the block. So, you know, if he crits through your block with disorient, it's going to happen at one point. You're going to see a big chunk of block damage. But so just look at this. Like, look how annoying that was. That was like 3 or 4 attempts just to bait one singular special attack. The fight's only just begun, and he's already acting this way. Dude, we're in trouble. If his AI is not throwing specials, we are in big trouble. So here, you know, hit him with special 1, apply a ton of Neuroshock. I just want him to throw a special so that I can counter it with a heavy, lock it all in. But I'm a little too scared, and he has too many prowess, so I dash back super far, and I'm too far away to, you know, get the heavy spacing. And again, I'm just too far away because I'm so freaking scared of those prowess, you know? So here, knock him down. We're able to lock in 6 of our Neuroshock. But, you know, he's already thrown 4 now. 4 special 1s. So that is 4 of those disorient passives on us. So here, this is where things start to go wrong. Look at that. That was a critical parry. That was a parry. But it was a crit. It did 16,000 damage. Imagine if I missed that parry, dude. I would lose half my health. And so here, man, the end of that fight, I was so nervous and scared. He had like 6 prowess. I was getting cornered. He wasn't throwing it. Thankfully, he just died. If that fight went on for like another 30 seconds, I'm pretty sure I would have died. Like, I was so happy. Like, I'm sure that fight didn't look that bad. Like, it didn't look like I was in that much danger. But that's not what it felt like. I just felt like I am in serious danger. And then here, I realize if I want to finish my path right now, I have to spend 60 units for a full refill. I'm just like, damn it. But I'm boosted. I'm in the middle of my fights. I'm like, all right, whatever. Let's just get it done. So yeah, that's fun. Spending, you know, like 80 units on energy for a war. So yeah, we still have like 5 minutes on our boost. So I just wanted to get all this done. So here we have another 565 Ascended Defender in a Doctor Doom here. So here we're going to be going in for some more Scorpion, and I think we just stuck with the regular poison pre-fight just so that we don't even have to use a pre-fight. It's just the basic one, the default, just so that we're immune to shock. We don't want to be getting shocked by this Doom, because then then he can slap us. We're not trying to get slapped. So here he throws another special one there, mess up the dex, which is kind of unfortunate, but that's okay. Here, throw a special 2, lock in 8 of our poison debuffs. Would have liked to lock in a few more, but 8 is still plenty. And yeah, now we've got that petrify on him, so we're just going to be healing back the little bit of special damage that we took from his special 1. Yeah, we'll heal that back in no time, and you can see those sting bursts are doing big damage. So here, go for a little intercept, go for another special 2 as soon as that protection's back up. There we go. And refresh our poisons, and again we're just going to keep baiting specials here because he's basically just killing himself by throwing specials. And yeah, bait this one, boom, 4%, full dex, 1 full combo, and little intercept, he's dead. There we go. So that was great. And then we just have one final fight, and this is odd, but this is like the second or third time this season I'm fighting Unduped Kindred. It's very weird because like Kindred gets a big part of his defensive ability from the Awaken ability. But yeah, it's a rank 2 7-star. So I totally discounted the threat of it. Maybe that's why he's placed, because like I didn't even heal on this fight because like I wasn't worried. I go in here with only 76%. Because I was also thinking that the hazard shift was going to heal me up, so I wouldn't have to worry. But actually, Onslaught's not the best for this fight because of the Conflictor node. Because Onslaught, he tries to apply his Daunted debuffs, and Conflictor eats that, so he gains a burst of power. So you gotta be very careful with that. I kind of get really messed up on this fight next war, which we'll talk about that next war. But yeah, so here he actually ends up getting to 50 charges on me as well. I'm doing just a terrible job of fighting this Kindred, and he starts degenning me and everything. I'm starting to freak out at this point. I'm like, dude, get away from me! Get the heck away from me! Well, he has all this degen and everything. I'm getting kind of scared. I'm getting kind of worried about giving him too much power, maybe pushing him red. So here I throw a special 1, and I try to bait this. Boom, there we go. Gonna go ahead and punish that so we can pause the timer on us. We don't want to get to 50, we've got to pause at 34. And luckily he goes down. If he was duped, that fight could have gone so much worse. Thank goodness he wasn't duped. But yeah, maybe that's not actually the worst idea, because you just kind of don't think of it as big of a threat when he's unduped. But that was actually kind of annoying, which definitely took some damage. But that was the final fight of the war. Only ended up using 3 items, so not too bad. And we ended up pulling out the dub, man. So that's 8 wins in a row to start off the season. And also, our death count for this war was also 8. So that's kind of funny, actually. Yeah, I think this was like, the last war before this was our best with like 7 deaths. So this one was it's probably one of our second best wars that we've had. So, and 4Loki is on quite the hot streak right now. Hope you guys enjoyed this Alliance War video. Drop a like if so, subscribe if you want to see more. Stay tuned, guys. We only have a few more wars left. We're going to see where we place for this season, and then we should have a pretty juicy season rewards. So very excited about that. Stay tuned for all that content to come. Hit the little bell if you want to be notified when I upload or go live to see that stuff right away. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out.